When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh, when care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Love one another. Give your hearts. Sing and dance together and be joyous.
Jonathan was so much fun, very caring, always wanting to do the best for everyone. There was no dull moment, living with him.
I would describe him as a strong, fierce man. He always knew what to do, and he always gives hugs that I like.
I like the memories when we went to swimming practice in the morning, and we would swim in a cold pool, a really cold pool at 7 o'clock, 1 hour of training, 3 times a week. And then after we would eat like a croissant, something like that, and then go to school. And also going on like safari with him, driving the car, him teaching me how to drive the car and stuff like that.
We would go on the boats, and he would take us out into the ocean, and we would go surfboarding. It made me feel free, but because we would go to different places without worrying about too much.
This house is everything we put everything. We put our heart into it. Every room, every aspect we thought of, we visualized, we designed. Everything is Jonathan's input and mine. So in this house, when I come here, I feel him everywhere, So it's very special.
I knew the house when it was getting built. We were staying all up in one bedroom, sleeping until the rest of the house was built and everything like that. This house, for me, it means kind of like memories were built, like movies, watching movies together, playing on the trampoline.
When I would go on the trampoline, I would have fun with my brother and sister. And when I would climb in trees, it would be cool because you would see the view, even if it's not a big tree.
My best memory is probably spending time with my family and the staffs that are here, because they are really fun, and playing with my dogs.
I was in Paris at that time when the news was broken to us. So, while all Kenya knew about it, I probably was the only one not knowing about it. I was the last one actually to know about it.
A really good friend of my dad, his son was in Paris at that time, so he called him to come at our place.
The children were so happy to see him, and at one point, he gets a phone call from his parents.
When it happened that day, we didn't know until someone called us and told us the news.
And basically that was like this. Nadege, I have something to tell you. It's going to be very hard. But the plane where Jonathan was on has crashed. Then it's like a blizzard coming to you. You don't understand, you get the words, but you can't really, and you say, well, what? And you keep asking yourself, what's going on? What are you talking about? And that's when your life really collapses. It's quite incredible, it's impossible to believe. It was terrible. Because we were far away from Kenya, we were not with our friends, and we received that awful news over the phone. Can you imagine?
My brothers and I, we were devastated. We didn't know what to do except from crying. All those memories just came and then went away because it was hard to think of him.
At start, we were like, we didn't really believe it, but then after we kind of like got to the heart and everything like that, so it was a very emotional time.
I'm kind of angry at the fact that that the pilots didn't necessarily know what this new feature that they added on the plane was and didn't know how to control it, and that they should have done something for that to not happen, because Papa was a really good guy.
The last day that I saw him was hard because it was hard to say goodbye to him, and I didn't want him to go because I wanted to come with him to Kenya. But he was being late, so he had to go. So yeah.
Just before he left to go to the airport, and so we would have a nice lunch, and then he would leave.
And just before he went, he told us these 5 strong words that he would normally never say. It was study hard, work hard in the future, swim well, be nice to Mama, and be strong. So those are the 5 words he said, but he would never say them, never. And when he left, Mom realized that he left some notes in the bathroom saying "I love you," that he would normally not really do, and he left a necklace that was broken, but he fixed it under the pillow. So when Mom went to bed, she found it, and she was surprised. And he left something for Adeline as well, a little heart. It's like he knew something was going to happen, but he couldn't prevent it.